Hey people. So I got a comment the other day that I feel I want to respond to. Um, it's on, and for some reason, it seems to be one of my most popular videos. My 5 tips for young doms. Um, and one of the main things that the comment was about was this kind of uh, equating learning about BDSM to Fight Club. As a fan of Fight Club, I have loved the movie Fight Club for a long time. I saw it originally in the theaters when I probably shouldn't have, and um, there's reasons behind that, um, and um, and also I listened to the audiobook. I've read parts of the Fight Club 2 comic book series and watched videos that laid out the whole thing. Um, I don't think that's really accurate. In it is in some ways and it is in others. Uh, we in the BDSM kink community try to not talk about ourselves to the general public. Um, I just started a new job. Nobody at that job have I talked about what I do. I just don't. And I don't plan to. Um, Especially moving into a manager's position, I think it's a little bit inappropriate for me to talk about this stuff. But we do have a tendency to keep things to ourselves. But it doesn't take a lot of work to find info about the lifestyle. The internet, like I said, I've always considered the internet to be the best and worst thing ever to happen to the kink community. Um, but because of the internet, there's a lot of information. A lot of it's bad. I think 99% of what I've ever put on this channel has been good, and I hope that people actually get something out of it. You know, the the nearly 400,000 views people have done on my videos. I hope that out of those, people have gotten something out of it. But the thing about it is if you want to know about the community, you just have to look. You know, you can talk to me. You can, um, go look on websites. But really, your best thing you can do is find some local munches, some local clubs, and start talking to the other dominants, talking to the other submissives, because that's going to be your best place to learn. You're to learn it via something like this, you can get a sense of it, but until you're actually sitting across from the table from somebody like me and having conversations about what's going on, about how you're feeling, and about what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, is you're never going to get that by this type of a medium. It's just not going to happen. Your best is always going to be finding munches and finding clubs and sitting down and talking. But 90% of it is actually listening. You have to listen. You have to take what they say and be able to figure out how to make it work for you. There's been a lot of time that I said, especially when I first started, that I was lucky in a way where I got to sit across from a lot of old timers, people who've been around since the '70s, and just listen to them talk about the lifestyle. Listen to them talk about the world the way it was, and the world the way it is, about how they do things, about the way they think, their mindset, their methodology, their um, hundreds of different other things. techniques, and so on and so on. You could sit and pick their brains, and 99% of them are going to be more than happy to talk to you. If somebody wants to talk to me about the lifestyle, I'm somebody who just won't shut up. I will give you as much information as you need, want, and probably even more than you actually, would ask for. Um, but the thing is that you got to do that. You got to get out into the real world. In your best place, obviously, is going to be FetLife. That is going to be your best place to get your best chance of meeting these people. Um, you know, sit down, meet with them, become friends with them on Fet. Uh, if you have questions, talk to them. Look for meetings that are dominant only meetings or submissive only meetings where you can actually have conversations about what's going on with you and about your feelings and emotions. And you can never be wrong. Whatever you're feeling is valid. Anybody who says your feelings aren't valid, just say thank you and move to the next person. Whatever you're feeling right now when it comes to your DS lifestyle is how you feel. It is valid. Anybody who says it's not valid is not paying attention. There is so much that goes on in this lifestyle, and so much that goes on between these 2 points. What goes on here and what goes on here. Okay, it's not about just what happens down here. It's about the entire person. You have to be able to work through all of these different things, and that's tough. It's not easy. Okay, to be able to take what the society says to do and be able to subvert it in a way that makes you happy, it's tough. We are taught from a little age how to act, and what we're taught is um, things like this is how you treat a woman, or this is how you treat a guy, or this is how you act when you're dating, or this or that and this and that. And when you get into this, you come to find out that 99% of that is BS. What comes down to reality is what works for you and the person you're with. That's it. That's all. You make your decisions and they make their decisions. Nothing you will do will be done without their consent. Nothing that can be done to you will not be done without your consent. And if you're not happy with it, there's a door. Actually, there's a door. You're more than happy to walk out of it. You can walk away from this at any time. This is not like, most other things in the world. Most people who are in this lifestyle can walk away from it. It's hard if you are gay or trans to be able to walk away from it because it becomes part of who you are. This does as well, but we can at least slip back into the vanilla world if we really need to, um, and that's kind of tough. But the reality comes down to one little simple fact: you need to be able to know yourself. Whether you're a born leader or an alpha male or an alpha female or whatever, you have to be able to deal with the psychological aspects of BDSM and kink. It's tough. It's hard. It's not always fun, but yeah. So, and I just thought about something else I want to do a video on, and I'll probably shoot that almost immediately. But yeah, like I said, if this is, if you're into this lifestyle and this is something you like doing, do it. Take your time, learn, train yourself, practice, practice, practice. Whatever it is you're into. If you're into, doing rope, take, just spend your time learning it. If you are into floggers, practice, practice, practice. Just the DS aspects of this, you have to mentally train yourself to be able to do it. And like I said, it is hard, a little hard to get info, but It's out there. You just have to look for it. So that's kind of it for now. Be well and safe.